I'm starting to believe you're being willfully obtuse on this issue. So we're going to start with this. This is FERC's after-action report for the 2011 power outages. Please cite the exact technical recommendations they put forward that would have prevented 2021. On page 214 of this very document, under natural gas, they make some recommendations. Zoom in so you can read that. In FERC's own recommendations, they acknowledge the fact that the extreme low temperatures are a rare occurrence, and so any winterization must be balanced against that reality. And as it is understood in the industry, winterization can lead to overheating problems. Now, what is more common in Texas? Single-digit freezes or 105-degree summers? Now let's talk about the material difference in the weather patterns between 2011 and 2021. Using Dallas as our benchmark, between February 1st and February 2nd of 2011, Dallas saw approximately 24 hours where the lows were in the high teens. This is the weather event that triggered the freezes that caused the problems in 2011. In 2021, the lows between February 14th and February 16th were in the single digits. So you have a storm that is a once-in-a-lifetime for both severity and duration. And that storm far exceeded the winterization capabilities of anything that would have been done after 2011. It was orders of magnitude more severe. So, all that said, we've just scratched the surface on the differences between 2011 and 2021, which, anecdotally, I was in Texas for both. Now, with regards to 2021, and specifically the winterization effort, 81% of all freeze-related failures occurred at ambient temperatures above the design spec. In plain English, they had freeze failures above the point where the equipment was supposed to freeze. So I'm going to ask, how would you have predicted that you needed to winterize those specific components? If you have something that says it's rated to this, and you don't have an evidence point that says that specific piece is going to fail, why would you have winterized it? And this isn't even getting into some of the more onerous problems that occurred during the freeze itself. Like the fact that the Railroad Commission and ERCOT weren't talking, and so that ERCOT, in its need to shed load, turned off electricity to some of the natural gas suppliers, because it wasn't listed as critical infrastructure for ERCOT. Then there's what pissed everyone off, and the fact that all of the commercial high-rises still had electricity. In Austin, you could see where the commercial buildings still had power and were never diverted to the houses that could have used it. So there was a lot of mismanagement. That's not to say that ERCOT did right during the freeze, but my initial point remains. This wasn't a matter of funding. There's plenty of funding going into infrastructure. It's that the infrastructure itself is not well managed.